Mitts from My Life Mitts. I wanted to do a quick flip through video of my last couple of weeks in my Hobonichi Techo, and I believe I left off on the 11th, Wednesday the 11th of February, and this was a day off. It was a holiday, I believe, and we didn't really do much here. We found the new apartment, but we were supposed to sign the papers on this day, but it didn't happen, so I just did one of those washi tape drawings, just practicing some faces. The 12th, I went to McDonald's as I like to have McDonald's breakfast for my lunch, or I guess you can say brunch. So I went and I dropped by to get some of the McDonald's breakfast, and I was so impressed at how fast it was. I ordered, and then as I was paying, I guess there's people in the back, obviously there's people in the back preparing my food, and by the time I was finished putting my money back into my wallet, they already packed up my stuff, and I was ready to go. So I was so impressed at how fast the service was. The service here in Japan is really, really good. I really do appreciate the fact that the service is really good here. So I just kind of wrote about that. 13th, I'm guessing my son is rolling around a lot, which is nice to see him developing. I asked my husband to buy some toilet paper, and he bought some kind of toilet paper that has a scent to it. They had two colors. It was like pink and blue. And back in the day, like a long time ago, I remember when I was a kid, we used to have colored toilet paper. Well, it was just pink, but I remember having colored toilet paper back in Canada. I don't think they do that anymore. It's all white. But here in Japan, they still have this colored toilet paper, and it's actually scented like roses. So it's really interesting that he decided to buy that. I'm not too sure why. And then my son's second tooth started coming in. 14th, Happy Valentine's Day. In Japan, Valentine's Day is actually geared more towards the men, and the girls are supposed to make these handmade chocolates and prepare these nice little gifts for the men in their life. So it's a little bit opposite. And then for the women, it's I believe it's March the 14th. It's called White Day, and that's when the women get showered with gifts and candies and whatnot. But so Valentine's Day, I was supposed to make this cake. It's just strawberry shortcake. My husband really likes strawberry shortcake, but we didn't end up doing it that day. I did it on the 15th instead. On the 14th, he wanted to kind of drive around. We went to like a small outlet place, and they had loft there. The loft wasn't the outlet, it was kind of off to the side, but there was a loft there, so I was really excited, and I ended up purchasing, you would have seen in my other video, I just purchased the cover and the week's notebook and a writing board, so it was really nice. I was able to go to Loft, and like I said, on the 15th is when I ended up making this cake. So the 16th, nothing really happened. I just kind of doodled, and I painted something inspired by the Starbucks card, and I just kind of used that as an inspiration. 17th, I'm super sick. No fever though, just kind of like low energy and feeling like crap. I just kind of mentioned here, my son really likes to go for the tags on stuff. So even if it's like a toy like this, he'll go for the tag. He'll go for like little things that stick out like this. It's really funny. Even though the toy is there, he won't go for it. And I'm really craving some donuts. Nothing happened here. To be honest, when I'm feeling sick, I feel really low and kind of down, and I know everybody feels the same way. So I guess I didn't feel like writing anything, so I just kind of stuck in this quote. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. The 19th, everything bad happened this day. I wanted to drop off some items in the post, and I have to walk to the post office. Unfortunately, there's no bus or anything that like if I take a bus, I can go to the further one, but I decided to walk to the closer one, and when I got there I was about to, you know, pay and everything, and then I realized I forgot the parcels at home. And I was so upset because I was still kind of sick, and so I walked all the way back, and then I decided to just get it over with and walk back to send the parcels. And when I checked my mail, all my mail had dropped on the ground. I guess I didn't check it for several days because I wasn't feeling well, and I wanted to print these more like journaling card sizes. Like I wanted to print them larger, but when I went to the convenience store to print them out, I guess I chose the wrong menu setting or something, so they all printed out this size, which I guess in the end turned out okay, but I just kind of wrote about that there. The 20th was really nice for me actually, because my son had a 2-hour nap, which is super awesome. He usually naps for, I don't know, it really depends on the day, but on average it's just like half an hour here and there, and during that half an hour, you know, I try to get a lot of housework and stuff like that done. But so this day he had a 2-hour nap, so I guess I did a lot of filming, a lot of videos, and which was nice because it kind of helped me catch up with the videos that I wanted to do, so that was a nice productive day for me. The 21st I received, or I ate a lot of like desserts and stuff that I got from my brother-in-law's girlfriend for Valentine's Day. And we went to the photo booth to get some pictures done, and I don't know if you recall, but the photo booths here in Japan, they're designated ones, but most of them kind of make your eyes big automatically, and it's kind of creepy. And I don't know if you can see, I don't want to show too much, but my husband's eyes are huge. It just looks kind of creepy, but yeah. So that was my son's first photo booth experience, so I stuck those in there. Nothing going on really on Sunday. I believe I went to my in-laws this weekend, so yeah. So Sunday we just kind of hung around and then we drove back. The 23rd, my husband took a day off from work. We went to the mall, just kind of hung around. We dropped off some old clothes at H&M, and they gave us like a 500 yen voucher for our next purchase, which is nice. So we did that. I didn't really write much, or I guess nothing much really significant happened these couple of days, but I noticed the Kit Kat. I thought it was sakura flavor, but it wasn't, because the packaging had like pretty sakuras on it. But when I opened it, it had these, like, it had kind of writings on the chocolate bar, and this one says "Jibun wo shinjite," which is kind of like believe in yourself. And I asked my husband why they would have these kind of sayings, and he said right now it's actually like test season for, I guess, high school and university students, and as a snack, I guess, when they open up these kinds of things for snacks, you know, it's kind of like a nice motivator. I thought that was interesting. I did the knot. I said I need to get this video out. If you've seen it, it's just all over the place. The video has like many clippings, like many video clippings from different days. I tried to tape it so many times, and I was finally able to kind of somewhat make it coherent, but so there's just a knot bookmark. And then of course this blue, black, gold, white dress thing happened all over the internet. I initially saw blue and black, so I wrote that in there. And I saw this TV show, and this TV show, the people actually call in, or people write into this TV show, and this man wrote into the show because he was genuinely concerned about his this issue. And this issue was that he and his friend were out late one night, and I guess he fell asleep in the car with his friend on the other side, and his friend told him, hey, you know, when you sleep you actually pick your nose and you eat it, like eat the snot. And this guy's like, there's no way that I would do that. I just can't believe that's true. You're definitely joking. but he's genuinely concerned, so he wrote into the show, and they set up these cameras and stuff like that, and he actually did end up picking his nose like several times and eating his snot. I know it's a little childish, but I was laughing so much. And I usually, like, when I laugh really hard, I usually cry, and I was crying so much. I know it's kind of silly, but I just thought I would write about that in there. He actually kind of looks like this, kind of like a creepy dude. But anyways, that was funny. My family came to visit. We went to have some sushi. Nothing special, I think, nothing really special that day. The Filofax, oh my goodness, Filofax monochrome had huge gaps in the rings. I was so disappointed because I was so happy to finally get it, and then when I checked it, the rings had huge gaps. If you want to see the video, I'll post it somewhere here. But yeah, so disappointed. This day I went to see my friend. She was visiting from Canada. It was so nice to finally see her. We went for some nice desserts at this place called Afternoon Tea, which is really nice to see and kind of catch up on things. I guess this day I didn't really do much. So I used one of those journaling prompts from that book, that drawing book, and it asked to do a finger puppet, so I just drew one there. So this day, the 3rd of March, is called Hinamatsuri, and it's more for little girls. You have this, for the families that do, they have this display with the, like, they have many layers. I only have 2 layers here, but they have many layers. Sometimes you just display these two, like the, I guess, the queen and the king. I really don't know too much about this tradition, but all I know is that you have to take this display down on this day, and if you don't, your daughter won't go, you know, won't have a husband or something like that. The sooner you take it down, the sooner the daughter will get married, something like that. But so I just kind of drew that in there. I think for the boys day is in May. I think it's in May. The 4th, nothing much, so I just used one of those washi tape girls to practice my pictures, to practice drawing faces. This one I just have a quote here, focus on the good, and I just stuck some stickers. And as you can see, the 6th, 7th, 8th, today is the 9th, so I'm behind 3 days, which is not bad. I just kind of stuck in some little post-it notes to remind me of what I could write about, and if I don't want to write about, I can just draw like something like this or anything like that. So I'm behind 4 days, no big deal. I like really looking back at my pages. I like flipping through them. I don't know if you guys do the same thing. Sometimes I just find myself picking up my Hobonichi Techo, flipping through my pages, looking at, you know, the past drawings and stuff. It's just interesting, and I love this paper. It's just thin, but it's like crinkly, and I don't know, it's just so pleasant. I really do enjoy, I'm enjoying this Hobonichi Techo very much. So that was my flip through. I guess I will do another one a little later on, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much again for all your support and for subscribing and for commenting. It really does brighten my day when I get to read your comments, so thank you so very much. I will see you soon. Bye bye.